Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome. Today, we're going to dive into a really powerful section of the Qur'an's 25th chapter, Surah Al-Furqan. We're going to step out of the courtroom of arguments for a bit and go on what you might call a cosmic sight visit, a direct look at reality itself. This line, right here, this is pretty much the central idea for our whole journey today. It's basically an invitation to just shift your perspective. It's saying, look, if the words aren't getting through to you, fine, but at least open your eyes. The universe itself is speaking. The real question is, are we even tuned into the right frequency? And that brings us to our first big point, this problem of perception. What happens when the signs of reality are literally everywhere, but for some people, there's just silence? The text suggests that the problem isn't a lack of evidence. Nope. It's something much, much deeper, a total breakdown in how some people perceive the world. So the Quran points out this very specific demand from those who deny what's to come. They say, show us the angels, let us see God with our own eyes. But here's the crucial diagnosis, right? The text makes it clear this isn't some sincere search for truth. It's really just defiance wearing a mask of curiosity. It's like demanding a VIP backstage pass to the unseen, all to avoid the simple human job of being accountable. And this is just a brilliant way to describe that state of mind. Arrogance wearing noise-canceling headphones. Think about that. The signs are everywhere. The universe is broadcasting reality 24/7, but the message just isn't getting through. And why? Because that arrogance is so profound, it's literally blocking out the signal. But here's the thing, that state of denial, it's not permanent. So our next section looks at what happens on the day the signs shout, that moment when the whispers of reality become an undeniable roar, and you just can't ignore the unseen anymore. And man, this is where the irony just hits you like a ton of bricks. On that day, they get their wish. They will see the very angels they demanded to see. But the angels aren't going to show up for a friendly chat or for reassurance. No, they're there for enforcement. The proof they demanded becomes the very agent of their own reckoning. This verse is just chilling. It's so calm in the way it describes the fate of everything, all the deeds, the achievements, an entire lifetime of work built on a foundation of denial. God says he'll just turn to all of it and make it like scattered dust. And that's what it all becomes, cosmic lint. Just think about that for a second. Weightless, useless little particles floating in the air, no substance, no value, no permanence. All that activity, all those actions that might have looked good, without a core of truth, they just vanish. Then the text gives us this really stark, elegant contrast. It's a tale of two destinies. On one side, you have the criminals, and they're described as restless and exposed, pacing, agitated. And on the other side, the companions of paradise, and they are settled and at rest. And this isn't just a physical thing, it's spiritual. The point is so powerful. Truth brings you rest, but falsehood will keep you pacing forever. And then, boom, we're back on this incredible cosmic scale. The verse describes the heavens literally splitting apart, the angels descending in ranks. It's this massive cosmic choreography. The very fabric of reality reconfigures itself. The universe, which once gently whispered its signs to us, is now shouting its ultimate truth at the top of its lungs. Okay, so now the focus shifts dramatically. We pull back from that giant cosmic picture to something incredibly personal and, well, physical. We're going to look at the anatomy of regret, when the human cost of these choices becomes painfully real. The imagery here is so visceral, it's almost hard to read. The wrongdoer is described as literally biting their own hands. This isn't just abstract guilt, It's a physical, agonizing expression of pure frustration. And listen to what they're actually regretting. It's not, I wish I'd seen more proof. It's, I wish I had taken the weight with the messenger. The regret then gets even more specific. It zeroes in on the influence of one person. Oh, woe to me. I wish I had not taken that one as a close friend. So who is that one? Well, the Quran, in its wisdom, deliberately leaves the friend unnamed. And why is that? It's because this story, this dynamic is timeless. It's happened in every generation, in every corner of the world. Exactly. The answer is timeless because the regret is timeless. Bad company, it just scales across all of human history. There's a great line from the source material that says, peer pressure eventually sends its invoice. That influence, which felt so important at the time, leads directly to this moment of absolute eternal regret. And that friend? They're nowhere to be found when the consequences arrive. All right, so for our final section, the passage tackles a totally different kind of objection. This one isn't about the message itself, but about the method of delivery. It gets into why revelation was paced out and not just downloaded all at once. And you can see the two approaches side by side. The human demand is basically for a big show. Why wasn't the Quran just revealed all at once? Just give us the whole thing. It's a request for a data dump. But the divine method is all about formation, not just information. Truth is heavy, It was revealed gradually, bit by bit, to strengthen the heart so it wouldn't crack under the weight. It's a process designed for human transformation, not just for entertainment. And this is the divine promise that really ties it all together. It's this incredible assurance. For every argument, for every objection, for every single challenge they could possibly bring, God says He will bring the truth and the best explanation. Truth doesn't get flustered. It doesn't panic when it gets questioned. It responds with superior clarity. It just explains. So, as we bring our cosmic site visit to a close, what's the core takeaway? What's the one lesson we're really supposed to carry with us from this incredible passage? Well, ultimately, it all comes back to a single act: listening. Listening to the rhythm of reality. Let's just quickly break down the key principles we've covered. First, creation itself runs on a rhythm, on order and timing. Second, revelation was designed to mirror that same deliberate rhythm to help us grow. Third, and this is so important, when truth faces opposition, it's not a sign of failure. It's actually a confirmation marker that it's having an impact. And finally, the sobering bottom line: you can deny reality, but you can't stop it. All denial does is guarantee that regret will eventually show up, uninvited. And that leaves us with this final, crucial question to think about. The universe isn't silent. It has a clear rhythm of cause and effect, of signs and consequences. Revelation speaks with that same deliberate rhythm. So the only real question left for each of us is, are we actually listening?